Been a lot of action. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Hey, hello, America. This is Spotlight on Women's Hoops. Hassan the God, Mr. Freez, J.U. Ice,
But
Ella Globetrotter Williams. Oh, she coming. The
oh,
Globetrotter is coming. She got graduation stuff. Hey, she's still in school. That's proof.
okay, yeah,
That's proof.
yeah.
That's proof positive. You're never too old to learn new things.
That's
Going to get
good,
better.
man.
Going to get a master's degree, man. So,
Oh man.
yeah, Globetrotter Ella will be with us next week. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. Hey, but we're gonna continue on.
yeah,
We're gonna talk. A lot of WNBA action has been happening. A lot of wild stuff going on. But before
yeah.
we start, um, transfer portal news. Um,
Ah,
Kayleigh Heckel is now a UConn Husky.
oh, there it
Geno
is.
has put another weapon in the arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
He got a good insurance policy in Kayleigh Heckel, a sophomore point guard who showed what she can do at USC.
Yeah.
So everybody was wondering where she was gonna land. She's
Woo.
she's she's gonna be done in the Husky uniform.
That's cute jersey. Wow.
Right, yeah. So boy, so I had to start that off with that. Shout out to Kayleigh Heckel. Um, man, boy, I don't know.
Woo.
I don't know. I might have put some early money on UConn for next year, B.
Oh yeah. I ain't mad at you. That's
Yeah,
good money.
yeah. But yeah, man, let's get into it. I guess let's start with what happened today.
Hey. Okay, couple of good games. What you think about the officiating on that? I'm hearing some grumpiness about that.
You know what? The officiating has been kind of up and down.
Right,
But like we
right.
like 4, 5 games into the season, and officiating's
Yeah.
been kind of crazy. Cause on the Minnesota prime example. I
Mm-hmm.
was watching Minnesota Lynx last night. Now the
Mm-hmm.
Freeze Collier don't bother nobody. I never noticed. I can't remember the last time I seen the Freeze Collier um get flustered, frustrated, anything like that.
Yeah.
And that was 2 plays where that was a lot of contact. Nothing was called.
Mm-hmm.
Put like this: Nafisa Collier was so bothered by it, she just threw the ball down and just let the ball go out of bounds. She's just like, yo, and it was clear contact. The officiating has to be better, and that was an issue
Right.
I had last year with the W.
Right.
How is the officiating in the NCAA better than the officiating in the W? It's something has to be done. The league has
Yeah.
to look at the officiating. It's got to be down the middle. If it's contact on one team, it's contact with the other team.
Yeah.
Um, I It's another example where man, what game I was looking at? You know what? It was the same Minnesota Lynx game.
Oh.
They called a defensive foul when clearly I'm trying to think who was driving and damn, I'm trying to remember who was driving and you could you know what? That's what it was. It was it was the Connecticut game.
The
It
Connecticut
was
game.
um dang Blondie shoot the threes for Connecticut.
On the Connecticut,
Yeah,
not Maybury.
yeah, Marina
Maybury.
Mabry.
Okay,
You
yeah.
could see Marina Mabry with the arm bar, and she was grabbing the forearm of the defender,
Oh.
and they didn't call that, but they called
Yeah.
it on. I forgot who was guarding her.
They call it on I forgot who it was too, but they
Yeah,
played that
I'm
was the
looking
other
like
night, the
yo.
Connecticut game. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, WNBA, y'all got to look at the officiate for real, because get it right. Have the problems now because when it comes playoff time,
Yeah.
we don't want to
Work
have
it out.
another instance like Game 5 of the finals last year.
Ooh.
Yeah, shots fired. W officiating team. There wasn't no foul on Stewie. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna say it like that.
yeah.
Wasn't no foul on Stewie, but
Right.
that's old business.
All right.
New York got a chip because damn sure the Knicks ain't gonna give him one right now.
You
But
ain't
but
lying.
we talking women basketball, so let's get to it.
Okay,
Oh,
so look, the dream. This looking like that dream. They lost. It was a hand. It was a win and a win and a loss with the Fever. But today they look good again. This Atlanta Dream team. Of course, what can I say? I can't read too much into that because the Wings are just the Dallas Wings, man.
but hold
I
on,
know we're gonna talk about the
bro.
Liberty and
No,
the
no,
Fever,
we
but
no. Right now, we could just freestyle it. We could just
yeah,
freestyle it because right now, just because you brought the wings and you like
the
the
Wings,
wings,
man.
yo, the wings, bruh. I I told you the other day. I like what the wings are doing. The wings are straight.
Yeah,
Let's. I think they 4 games in. Let me pull the wings up.
they
Let me
looking.
pull the wings up.
They looking. They got to pull out a victory now. We need to
Cause,
get a.
cause when we talked a couple of days ago, um, yo, I'm like
They're
they
sitting at the
yelling,
bottom of the league.
huh?
They sitting in the basement right now.
Okay, that's cool. Somebody got to sit in the basement. You know, sometimes you the bug, sometimes you the windshield.
Yeah, yeah,
you
you're
know.
right.
But right now, how many times have we seen last a team go from last to first? I mean,
Yeah,
and we've seen teams go
or at least
first
make
to
some
last.
noise. Yeah,
You
it's
know,
early.
because like I say, it's
We'll
early.
see.
They because it's about how you playing come September, like August,
September,
September.
right?
Or maybe like
Hey,
July after the All-Star break, because we're talking about a 44 game season.
they've
Um,
been playing hard. They've been staying in games. They've been competitive.
yeah,
Yeah, they've been
look,
competitive.
look, they played. I think that was Thursday night. They played. No, that was Wednesday night. They played
Hmm.
Wednesday. They took the links to the brink.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
yeah. They took the
they
links to the
did.
brink.
They did.
Then on Monday, um, uh, they didn't handle business closing out that game against the Storm. Like they let the Storm
Storm, yeah,
close that game out. And going back to that Lynx game, they let the Lynx um and the Lynx stay composed, and that's the veteran team
yeah,
they are. They've been here, they've been down before. So I was like, and I even turned away from it. I was like, well, the Lynx got punched in the mouth. The Wings finna get the
yeah,
first win, and then I started working on rookie stuff. Then I looked, I'm like,
yeah.
whoa. I was like, whoa. And
Yeah.
the same look I had when when the Knicks lost that game
Oh,
1, right?
yeah.
I had the same look. So the Wings gonna be all right. They gelling. I like what they're doing. Right now everybody's 4 games in. They're in a better position than the Chicago Ground.
Ooh.
They're in a better
Oh
position.
man.
But I'm not pushing the panic button. Shout out to on the homegirl Quita. Quita Love Sports.
Free to love
That's her
sports. Okay.
platform. Right. She's a Chicago resident. So
Okay.
right. So she loves her Chicago Sky. Um, she has some concerns, but Quita,
Uh-oh.
don't break the glass just yet. Don't
Just
break.
yet.
I think Tyler Marsh is gonna get that team together. And plus a black man who wear glasses that big and round. Yo, he's a mad scientist, man. He gonna
You
figure
got to
it
come
out.
up with something.
He gonna
Yeah.
figure it out. I got some theories on how to fix it,
Okay.
but
Okay. Ooh. You got tomorrow night
I, I don't know if
at
it's gonna be
Los
tomorrow night.
Angeles.
It's because my thing is just the manner. It's the manner on how they losing with what they got,
Yeah.
with the 3-point shooting that they got, the post play that they got.
that post play that they got.
Yeah, it's just something. Something is missing. But let's get back to the
Well, it
action
could
today,
be.
man. Because we had some good action today, man.
Okay,
Um,
right. So we Dallas and Dallas. They lost again. Whatever. So then you got
See,
Liberty.
hey, no, you funny, man.
Listen, I said it's not much to talk about that game, man. It's just like
Hold on, look.
I like Dallas Scott, but it's just they got to work it out. They got a lot of work to do. Can it be worked out? Yes. They did play a dream team that I think is starting to come around already.
Mhm.
Uh, but this Fever Liberty game,
Hold on,
it was an early one.
hold on.
It
Hey,
was a
hold on.
little early. I was kind of back and forth on it. Okay,
You talking about the
and
fever joint?
uh,
You talking about the fever game?
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
and the Fever kind of clawed their way back into it. You know, it was a close one. It was a nail biter. Might have been some officiating. Some officiating came up at the end. You know, once again,
Natasha Cloud was
Natasha Cloud.
Natasha Cloud bring it home. Natasha Cloud
Yeah,
bring that game home.
yeah.
She brought that home.
Mm-hmm.
She brought that home down the stretch. Down the stretch.
Defense,
Mm,
leadership, all that.
yeah, she did what was necessary and Natasha
And
Cloud,
Jonquel Jones. Shout out Jonquel Jones.
yeah. Oh, Jacquel Jones, 9 for 15,
Yeah,
very efficient. A bit
yeah,
9 for
yeah.
15, 2 for 5 from three, 12 rebounds,
Mm, mm.
12 rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So
Um,
that was a nice little look.
and,
Here go. So
and
here, this was, go
oh, I
ahead.
ain't mean to cut you off. And Sabrina, this was the game I was waiting on. I was waiting on Sabrina to
Yeah.
come with it. I was waiting on Sabrina to come with it. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Um, didn't shoot well, but when
Didn't shoot terribly
she
well,
shot,
but
got buckets when they needed it,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But yeah, I was waiting because I was waiting on Sabrina to, what I'm saying, start getting it together with the shot.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you a question, Jules. Have you noticed like this whole year's like shooting has kind of like been like
A little
sporadic
shaky. Yeah, it's a little shaky, a little inconsistent. I noticed
yeah,
that.
with players we like, God dang, what the hell? You know,
Yeah,
that's me. I feel like shooting has been inconsistent,
a
but
little inconsistent.
I feel like okay, preseason and training camp, they need to really do something about that because
Mm-hmm.
and go I'm I'm find ways to bring the Chicago ground back into this
Oh,
conversation.
man.
America.
Look,
I'm saying Chicago ground because right now ain't nothing sky about them right now. All right.
yeah.
So right now I'm referring to them as the Chicago ground, Chicagoans. Hey, don't get mad at me.
All right, it ain't
No,
nothing
hey,
personal.
I got mad family in Chicago, Gary,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, Kankakee, what I'm saying. So if you ever see me up there, hey man, we love our sky. You call them the ground. Well, they at the
Ah,
ground. They're at the
we just
ground right
called it
now.
like you see it. Yeah,
Right. I'm calling it like I see it. Look, I can't look, I'm a fan of Angel Reese, Camila Cardoza, but
for sure.
I have to take fandom out of this and I have to officiate this thing down the middle.
Right.
but yeah, the shooting has been sporadic with a lot.
Shooting has been sporadic. I think the defense level of defense has been very high.
Yeah, it has.
People come out
A
to
lot of
people.
chippiness, a lot of chippiness,
A
boy.
lot of chippiness, like it's been very, and we knew that going into it, but a lot of chippiness, a lot of physical play. I think the Fever, I think Aaliyah Boston
Mm,
did her thing
yeah, she did her
today.
thing.
I'm
She was
not
on it.
even look. Kayleigh got to bring these turnovers down. It's way too many turnovers. The shooting was off too. I think the Liberty made it a point to put that heat on Caitlin Clark today, and it showed. Natasha
Yeah,
Cloud.
Natasha Cloud was locking her
You
down, boy.
know, she had 5 steals today and 2 blocks. That's 7 stops.
Yeah,
So she had 7 stops today. That's crazy.
yeah.
We don't see that a lot.
Okay, yeah. Let me go. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah,
Like you said,
bro.
Aaliyah Boston was
Leah Boston did her
uh,
thing today, going against
12.
Jonquel Jones. So
Yeah,
that's a
12 of
lot of
19.
respect.
12
Yeah,
of 19. 27
yeah,
points, 13 boards. Sexy Hall.
yeah.
Sexy Hall
Oh,
did
yeah.
her thing early.
She did her thing early. Yeah. They played a good game. They're not quite there, but this the defending champs. These are the defending champs, and you got in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. They're not
Mm-hmm.
quite ready yet. Okay. Sophie's just finally getting back healthy. I'm looking for Sophie Cunningham to get her win back up and get her conditioning back up. But
And
I
again,
yeah.
oh, go ahead. Oh, go ahead,
Well, I
finish
was
that
just
Sophie
gonna end
Cunningham.
that
Yeah,
thought again, just like what you said at the end of what jumped out at me far as Indiana.
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead. I know what
No,
you.
no, no. It's that the Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark had an off day. Even with a double double, it's really a triple double, but it's a triple double with points, assists, and turnovers. That ain't gonna work. That ain't. We don't do those type of triple doubles.
No, no, not that type of triple double.
Yeah,
That's true. Oh no, no. But
that ain't it. That's that
yeah,
triple trouble. That's a
Caitlin
triple
Clark,
trouble.
Caitlin Clark, 6 for 18 from the field, 211 from three.
Right. That's not gonna get it done either.
And
Shooting, like you say, the shooting has been inconsistent, man. It's just been hasn't been consistent across the board, league wide.
and I'm more and since we're talking about the fever,
Yeah.
inconsistent shooting,
Mm.
and I'm concerned most with Dewana Bonner. I don't know what's
Yeah.
I don't know what's
I don't know
going on.
what's
And
going on.
because again,
That's a
she's number
concern.
3 all time in scoring. She's number 3 all time in scoring, and we know what she
Went.
can do. I think there's something mental going on
Yeah.
um with her.
With her.
So I don't know what it is, but like I say, it's still early in the season,
Still
and
early. They're
right, and
still gelling.
she's a vet, so I know she's gonna break out of it. I know she's
Yeah.
gonna have a breakthrough, and all that. So I'm not worried. But now if this continues for another week, then I'm gonna
Hey,
have to like, yo, what's going on? We need to
what's
call
going on?
in. I don't know if AT need to fly in or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because AT balling in Phoenix, boy.
Oh, Phoenix. Hey, listen, Satu, man, let me tell you something. Satu and AT,
Yeah,
they balling. They balling. I got to give it to them. This was one of the stories I wasn't quite expecting. I know those two can ball, but I wasn't expecting Phoenix to come out the gate like this. You know, I was expecting at least a little bit of growing pain,
right.
but I'm not seeing no growing pain. I'm seeing some people balling, you
Yeah.
know.
Um,
And yeah, man.
right now,
AT might need to fly in. Get
it's
AT to fly in there and
well,
get the one-on game.
let me
Go
ask
ahead.
you this.
Yeah.
What's your biggest surprise this year in the
Biggest.
who's surprising you the most?
Oh man, who's surprising me the most? Team wise or
Mm-hmm.
person? You
Who's
know
surprising?
what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Golden State is 2-1. That's a big surprise.
I gave him 50.
Gonna be hard to beat that. Yeah,
Hold
that's
on. How
you
many
said
wins
it.
I
Yeah,
gave him? I gave him 14 wins.
14. He already got 2.
12
They
more to
probably.
go. They got 12 more to go.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. One of my nicknames is Hassan Stradamus.
Ah. Hey, look, here go another surprise. The Washington Mystics.
Mm. Well,
Yeah,
I'm not really
it's not that I
surprised.
did. It's not that I wasn't like. And honestly, I put Phoenix in that surprise too.
Yeah,
But
nah, that's my surprise because I was down
Phoenix,
on them. Yeah,
yeah, I figured, but Golden State definitely high up on that surprise. Washington Mystics. I know we talked about the rookie watch. You know, they got two studs. They got some good rookie. They surprising me a little bit. They're sitting at 2-2, but still, that's seventh place right now. They would make the playoffs if it started today. And yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by the Washington Mystics, man. So my list of surprises in order of big surprises: Golden State,
mm-hmm.
Washington, Phoenix, and those are probably now. And let me say this too: those are the good surprises.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
The bad, I knew that I wasn't. I was first. I was okay on Dallas, but I quickly got off of Dallas. I knew Connecticut had blew that team up. I didn't think the ground was going to be this grounded. I thought I would see some sky and not just all ground. But right now, I'm seeing all ground. That's my biggest negative surprise. Okay.
yeah. That
When
that
we
is
talk
it is.
surprises, we don't want to just, oh, look at how good they were. We didn't think they were going to be so good. Look how surprised. I thought that this team would be better. That's a surprise, too. Yeah, the Chicago, whatever the mascot's gonna be.
Dirt. The
The Chicago
Chicago
Dirt.
dirt.
No.
Not
Oh,
and
man.
not even the sod you get at Home Depot right now,
Right,
man. We talking
the
about that
deep
red
below the
clay
sock where the
dirt.
bugs
We
at.
talking
Right.
about that red clay dirt through
Yeah.
the baseball field, man.
Oh man, not the fertile dirt. Right. That
And I know, man, right now, man, they got to graduate the Miracle Grow, man.
yeah, they got to put some
Yeah,
fertilize some seed down.
yeah,
Yeah.
they got to put some manure in that shit.
Yeah.
They got to get
Yeah.
some mulch,
Yeah. Get some
and right,
mulch down there.
they got to do some doctoring.
Yeah.
But now, if they were losing like by 8 or 10,
Yeah. See,
I
that's how
wouldn't
the
be
Wings
tripping.
losing by 8 or 10. They
Right,
in the
I wouldn't
game.
be tripping. They getting things to go, new coach and
They
all like
getting
that.
dropped by 30.
But yeah, yeah, 30,
On
yeah,
the season, they
25 the
negative
other night,
30.
and like
Right.
almost 50 the
Oh,
other night. I'm like, yo,
come on now.
yeah, nah, hey, yo, but Chicago Sky, we still pulling for
We
you.
still pulling
Hey,
for you. We
right now
not
it's
breaking the
yeah,
glass.
I ain't breaking the glass just yet, man. I know y'all getting it together, man. It's just a man on how y'all losing. I'm sitting there. I'm even coming up. I was even trying to come up with other starting lineups that
Oof.
might can help it. You know,
Well, let me see.
okay.
Chicago
Just
Sky.
30 minutes ago, while you got working your mouth,
Okay.
what'd you think of this?
Yeah.
Courtney Vandersloot just start the game.
Nope.
Cause tomorrow they playing. I forgot they playing the Sparks.
The
I think.
Sparks.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to Los
All right.
Angeles.
Courtney Vandersloot at the point. Haley Van Lith at the 2.
Yeah.
Kia Nurse at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know who 4 and 5.
You got to go with your 4 and 5. I don't care what
Right, yeah,
nobody.
right. Um, so you got essentially 2 point guards in to start the game. However, Haley Van Lith let Haley Van Lith run the 2. You
Yeah.
get some 3-point shooting, get her going early.
Yeah.
Then you bring first substitution. You bring Area Atkins in,
Yeah.
or
On your
Vandersloot,
wear. Yep. Bring on your wear now.
or right, you're right. Either bring Area Atkins or bring in Rachel Banner,
Yeah.
and
Rachel Banner. Yeah.
more random substitutions with your
You
guards,
still got West Bell.
right? And I like
You
Angel
got
Reese.
Elizabeth Williams. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm worried. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just watching sports game because a lot of teams are to play 4 games. They only
The
play
Sparks
2.
are without Rickea Jackson. So you want to take advantage of this.
Yeah, you
Well,
do.
I don't know. She might be ready tomorrow. I don't know. But if
Well, let
she's
me look at
not
the injury
ready,
report.
check that report out
Yeah, let me
because
check the injury report. Like,
yeah.
but now, I don't know. It just with the weapons that they got, the personnel, they shouldn't be losing the way they losing. But I think Angel Reese needs to be back in the paint
Okay.
more. I think she needs to be back in the paint
Put her back in the paint some more.
around at least around the free throw line area. Put Camille on the block. Angel Reese needs to be like high post. Put Camilla low post. You know,
Switch it up a
like
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
mix it up.
Spot up jumpers. Go keep the pick and roll game going. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Something, man.
Because
Switch
I
it
don't know
up.
what happens. It these last two games, it seemed like third quarter, everything that had happened in the first quarter gets flipped over. In the first half,
Okay.
flipped over.
Yeah. What they're gonna have to figure something out, man. Switch the starting lineup up, maybe tweak that lineup a little bit, you
I don't know.
know.
A part of me think, a part of
Whew.
me think when they got rid of Spoon, Spoon did this right here.
Oh, yeah, put it on.
Well,
Oh
hey, what
man.
Sealy did on Color Purple?
Right. Uh, oh man.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh,
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know
I
how to
don't know,
explain it,
man.
but yeah, man. But yeah, yeah. Let's take a quick commercial break, man. We're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna come back. We got a lot more to talk about right now. We just freestyling. We ain't really had no set subject, but we is gonna get into some actual teams, preview some tomorrow stuff.
Okay.
And also we're gonna get into um um a sensitive subject because I do want to talk about that investigation um about the racial stuff that happened in the Indiana Fever Chicago
Yeah.
game last week.
Yeah.
That's a hot button
That's a
topic,
hot
and
button. Okay.
I got some views because again this ain't the first time this happened at an Indiana game because I
Yeah.
mean when Connecticut rolled into town, same thing happened.
Same thing happened. Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna be right back.
Cool.
Can you see me?
Nope. You on?
You can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I can see.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah. We back,
yeah.
man.
What up?
But yeah, yeah, yeah. If you just joining us, um, we before we went on commercial break, we was on touching on the incident that took place at the Fever Sky game with racial slurs being thrown at certain Chicago Sky players. Um,
Right.
and there's no place for that. Come on, it's
There's no.
2025. As a society, we supposed to be the most sophisticated society. Uh, Evidently, if we're in 2025, we still having these problems. I know there's a lot of hate going on. There's a lot of controversy with everything that's going on in Washington, with the commander in chief, and all of that. There's a lot of division, in the country.
Mhm.
However, sports supposed to be an escape for that, you know,
Right.
and there's no place for that. If you feel like that out at home, that's your business. However,
Sure. Right.
you know, when you're going to root for your team, and I'm gonna use a racial slur. There's no there's no
Oh.
reason to call certain players a nigga because if you call
No.
you know right, I had to throw the N bomb.
Had to do
I
it.
had to
Oh
throw the N
man.
bomb
Yeah.
because
Golly.
at the end of the day, if you're calling anybody on the opposing team the N word, you might as well call Aaliyah Boston that word. You might as well
Yeah, that's right.
call Kelsey Mitchell that
Kelsey
word.
Mitchell.
You might as
Yeah.
well call DeWanna Bonner that word.
On the
You might as
bottom.
well call Sydney Colson that word. If you're
Yeah.
gonna throw that word, no, I'm being real. Anybody
Yeah.
in Indiana who was at the FIBA game and threw that word or any other
Do that word.
racial slur out, yo, you act like you got another but Caucasians on the team. You might as well
No.
call your stars the same word. And I'm gonna leave it like that.
Right.
Ain't no place for that. You
Think
can go
about
ahead
it.
and get your thoughts on that too, man.
Well, it was a lot of different things. I'm told it was some slurs, it was some noises being made, a lot of different things. I am being told what I read something today. I want to be very careful. Uh the league need to crack down on it. It might be happening in some other stadiums. We just don't hear about it because it's Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, the big spotlight game. But I'm hearing some other stadiums, people getting away with some stuff. The league gonna have to crack down on this. There's no place for it at all. Okay. And yeah, man, there's no place for it.
Well,
I'm
okay.
hearing some investigations are taking place.
Now I want to know how is they gonna investigate that. That's boggling my mind. What kind of audio forensics you gonna do?
They
You
got
know,
audio. Yep, they got audio. That's the right when you just said it right there. You got some audio out here, man, and we'll see. We'll see. We'll
no,
see how it goes. Because
let me ask you a
if the
question.
NBA was to investigate, if the NBA was to somehow step in, oh, it'll get down to like a fine tooth comb because they know everything, you know. But if yeah, oh yeah, the NBA investigator, same thing with the NFL. They gonna find out. They gonna know stuff that don't nobody know, you know. But and you know how serious are they gonna take it? We'll see. Because I'm like you. What kind of investigation can be done? Uh, it's gonna have to be cracked down on. I'll tell you that much. There's no place for this. Not in
No,
sports and not in anything.
no, because and
This is the escape. We try to get away from that with
right, you know, and
sports.
these are young women. These are mothers, sisters, daughters,
Right.
business women, college educated individuals that's making a mark on society in sports and making a mark in younger females' lives. So
Mm.
come on, we have to be better as a society because with all the problems other countries have, you don't hear about certain stuff like this happening in other countries, only in America.
Yeah.
Only in
It's
America.
America. Yeah.
The quote unquote, the quote unquote most civilized and most diverse country and all like that, you know, they still hanging on to that mantle, you know.
Hanging on to it.
Hanging,
Yeah.
yeah. But again, now you made a point about because it's because of Caitlin Clark and all like that. But again, this happened last year when Connecticut rolled into town and some similar stuff happened.
The similar stuff happened. I'm telling you, it's happened in Dallas.
Oh, it has.
Uh-huh. I'm not saying it's the same exact thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not exactly
Right.
sure. Like some investigations need to be made. But yeah, I've been reading some things about Indiana ain't the even when it's another team coming in, like the spotlight gonna be on them because there seem to be some repeat offenses going on.
Right.
But I'm hearing that because of that, not to absolve them, but I don't know, man. We got some. We need to, and it's in all. It's been happening in the NBA as well.
Mm.
I don't know if this Indiana is the only stadium. Well, I know Indiana is not. I put it like that. Not the only stadium where this is occurring. Okay. They are not off the hook, and they probably are the worst actors. Okay. But I read something about some noises being made at an Atlanta game,
Mm.
uh, an Atlanta away game. Ariel Atkins is at the free throw line. Not Ariel Atkins. What's the not Ariel Atkins? She's from Chicago. Uh, what's the Alicia Gray?
Oh, Alicia Gray. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alicia Gray. Might have been some
They better not
noises
be messing
made
with
while she's
my
at the
baby. They better.
monkey noises made while she's at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cool. Loud monkey noises. Okay. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's bad now. We gotta nip that in the bud. It's not okay. Again, I don't want to absolve Indiana, but I do want to let
Right.
America know it's not okay, and it has been happening
Oh, I'm
through
glad
this
you brought
league.
that up because again,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was
Look up
happening
the
to Alicia
monkey
Gray.
noise. Monkey
See,
noises. Yeah.
yeah, that's not cool, man. That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool at all, man. Man, come on, we gotta
So
do
yeah,
better.
no, that's not cool. Indiana fans gonna have to do better. And
All
this
fans.
is
We
this
just gonna
is
say
all
all
fan right,
fans.
and I do want to do
Yeah,
that. I do
yeah,
want to make sure
yeah.
that we let it be known that it's not just in the NFL, all fans. But again, the spotlight is on that rivalry, and although yes, it may have happened at some other games, it's gonna bleed out from that spotlight of the major rivalry, man. And there's no place for it. There's no place for it in sports. There's some sound that we've gotten being made when people at a free throw line. It's not just the N word, too. It's a lot of just other racial noises being made, signs, things of that nature. Yeah, man. Time for the league to take the matter seriously. And I have the article, I'm looking at it. And it says, time for the league to take this stuff seriously.
Yeah, because NFL
Period.
NFL don't they don't play. They don't play.
They
Hey,
don't play that.
I remember I'm a Philly fan. I remember
Oh yeah.
2 years ago, we lost a playoff game to Tampa Bay, and
Mm.
somebody posed some stuff on Sirianni when he was walking like through the tunnel. Oh,
Uh,
the league found that fan and yo, he could
he's banned.
ban.
Right. Get him out of there.
Right.
He's
And
banned.
and and,
He
and in
can't
the
go to no
NBA,
more
they done
games.
right, the NBA done ban fans.
NBA don't play that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
They'll find that person.
and we had a conversation about this about separate and equal. We don't want to do the separate but
Mm.
equal.
No.
It's the
Man.
WNBA and the NBA. Separate, but it needs to be equal across. It needs to be equal. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The same type of energy for this type of stuff you have for the men, you need to do it for the women. We don't need to be no cat calling, no racial calling,
No.
none of that.
Cat call, racial call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of that.
None of that.
None of that.
And a lot of that, and quite frankly, a lot of that is a extension of the officiating. A lot of this is more like you got the officials of the game, but then as you get league wide, there's some officiating that needs to be done throughout the league as far as some of the courtside behaviors.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, you're right.
that's still an extension of officiating, which again we said it's been very inconsistent across the board, and it needs to be addressed.
Right. Right. Because again, we gotta the W is a beautiful product. We're
Hmm.
getting we're getting good basketball. Um,
Yeah,
I'm loving the physicality, but again,
yeah,
we there's dark stains that the league do need to clean up to keep the
hmm,
game pure, to keep the game beautiful, and everything, and also progress. Because again,
yeah,
we don't need this to stagnate because we got two new clubs coming in next year. Shout out to Toronto and Portland. And then
yeah,
we got other cities as well that's looking to get in on WNBA teams. So to keep the growth at the rate that um us as fans would like it to go to, this is stuff that needs to be checked. It needs to be checked. This ain't cool. Come on. If we need to go back to if you don't want nobody saying it to your mama, don't
mm,
say it. Don't
don't
say it
say
to
it.
them.
That's
Because at the
it.
end of the day, they
Yeah,
somebody's mom. They somebody
yeah,
because now I'm gonna tell you this. If you
mm,
say one on racial slur to a chick and she runs in that stand and check you, I'm paying the fine.
right.
Even if she ain't
Yeah,
on the fine list, I'm paying that fine.
you're on the fine list. We make her put her on the fine list. Yeah,
Look, cause
she's
yo,
on. Should
cause
there be
yo,
a
cause yo, look, I tell you this. AT ain't on my fine list, but if somebody say something to AT and AT do a doggone metal world piece and run up in the stands, I'm paying AT fine. I'm saying that right now. So AT, if somebody just goes crazy and you just black out and run in the stands on somebody,
yeah,
I got you, AT.
yeah,
Hey, Dewana, hey, I got AT because this
mm-hmm.
gotta stop. This gotta stop.
Right.
This is a
Yep.
dark stain. Because and plus these is women. These are women. It ain't even cool when they do it to men,
Right. It's not
but
cool with it a little
come
bit, but
on,
still,
these are
come
women,
on,
man. These is
let
women.
them play the
Let
game.
them play the game.
Yeah,
But I hate
yeah,
we had to jump on this subject because
yeah,
as a society, man, we got to do better. It's 2025. We supposed to be progressing as a society, not
yeah.
regressing. But yeah,
Not regressing.
because see, right now, I'm feeling bad. We got to deal with this subject because this supposed to be spotlight on women's hoops, not spotlight on political shit. You know,
Right,
because at the end of the day,
right.
it's all political. It's all political. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever's going through your mind, if you can't control your liquor,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you don't need to drink.
Don't
And
don't need
if
to
you at
drink.
the game with a buddy and you know they can't control their liquor and they start saying crazy stuff when they on the
Crazy shit.
be a friend, take the all away from them, and enjoy some good basketball.
Right.
Even though the officiating has been kind of
Well,
a little suspect, a little bit,
yeah.
we've been getting some good basketball.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We've been getting some good
Definitely.
basketball, and it's been fiery. Um, I was watching the Dallas Wings game, um, and Dejanay came and blocked a shot on the fast break, and I what my dang, I left my notes in the car. Um, but yeah, man, and Dejanay, Dejanay playing good
Janae.
defense. I I don't know. I'm high on the Wings. I know you kind of you done changed
On
your
the which
tone on the
one? On
Wings.
the wings? Oh no, I'm done with the wings.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done
not.
with the
I'm
wings.
not done with the Wings, man.
Yeah.
I'm not done. We're gonna come back to the Wings.
We're gonna come back right
Let's talk
now. They
rookies. Let's
sitting
talk
at
rookies.
0-4. When do we get done? When they hit 0-10? Are you gonna still be on them?
Hold on.
Just saying.
Hold on. Let's go get to let's get to a lighter subject. Let's go a lighter
Okay.
subject. Let's shout out the rookies, man. Let's shout out the rookies
Ah,
who's been really balling and impressing us, man. We like 4 5 games in. Um,
well,
shout
this is
out
an
to
easy one for
Paige.
me.
Shout out to Paige.
Yeah,
Shout out to
this is an
Paige.
easy one for me. Shout out to Paige.
Shout
But
out to
guess what?
Sonya. Shout out to
Shout out to the Washington Mystics.
yeah, Sonya Citron and Kiki Area Finn.
Right. Yeah. Shout
Um,
out. If we're
I
going,
don't
because I've
know.
been waiting. That was
I
my rookie.
my Roy,
Go ahead.
I don't know. The Roy,
Oh,
the
Roy,
Roy
yeah.
battle, the Roy battle might be fought in DC.
Yeah. Might
The
be.
Rookie
Yeah.
of the Year
Could be.
battle might be fought in DC.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I could definitely see that.
Between Sonya and Kiki,
Ooh.
that's going to be an intense Rookie of the Year battle. Now, again,
Yep.
still early. Paige is balling too.
Still early
You know what I'm
Page
saying?
balling. Yeah.
And because
Page
it's
balling.
Paige buckets, everybody is like trying to pencil her in as number one because it's Paige. But I
And
don't know.
listen,
Kiki Area
here's
Finn
the
is
thing.
making the biggest impact to me.
Right. Who's making the okay, Kiki making it? Yeah, Kiki is definitely, I would lean, it's still early, but you're right, Kiki, because I guess it's a little bit more of I didn't know Kiki would step right in. I do believe, Washington did have some injuries that gave her a little bit of opening for a little more minutes,
Yeah,
a little more, what's the
playing time.
word? A
Look,
little more
playing time.
looks on offense.
Right, yeah, right.
Couple more looks on offense. And that ball, it was Sonya too. A lot of injuries. My thing with Paige, again, I love Paige. If I was just going off of just sheer, whose game I like the most, I
Mm-hmm.
would go Paige. But again, I'm gonna need Dallas to put some numbers in the win column. I'm on, you ain't gonna get no rookie of the year if y'all in the basement.
Yeah, you're
You're
right.
not
Yeah,
gonna do
you're
that.
right.
Mm-mm. No,
Right, you're right.
not with Washington sitting in that playoff hunt, which I did not expect them to do.
Hold
Okay,
on. We can't use words like playoff and hunt in the same sentence this early.
early. I know. I get that. I get that. I'm with you on that.
We
Yeah,
can't.
I understand. But like I say, that basement looking ugly. Dallas, Chicago. That's the
Um.
basement right there, Dallas,
Oh.
Chicago.
Oh, and while we on the subject of rookies, Sanaya Rivers. I cannot leave
Oh, okay,
Sanaya
yeah.
Rivers out.
Yeah,
Sanaya Rivers.
yeah. So
I
Nia
will give a
Rivers, yeah,
clap to Sanaya Rivers because
yeah.
she
Uh,
in the point department. Yeah, well, she's doing her thing point wise, but on the defensive end, she's why Connecticut is looking. Even though Connecticut ain't in the win column, she's one of
right,
the
but
reasons
still,
why Connecticut is playing as tough as they is because defensively she's on it.
she's on it. Yeah, she is. So
Yeah,
Nia Rivers, yeah, she's on it. She's one of the reasons why they are, and their games have been competitive too.
yeah,
Their games have been competitive now. It's a matter of, and that's why you know I feel you with that with the wings take. They have been competitive. What you say about Anisha? Anisha played.
yeah.
Anisha got some minutes.
She only played 1 minute in the first quarter and he pulled
Okay.
her out. I didn't know if they was if her knees still bothering her or not. That
Okay.
shocked me. I was looking for her to come back into the game on the other night.
Yeah.
She didn't come back in. But I also want to give a shout out to also Haley Van Lift.
Okay.
Shout out to Haley Van Lift too. She's
Yeah.
balling. And Sarah Ashley Barker. I want to give a shout out to
Okay.
her.
Yeah. Shout out to Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah. Yes. So, and also Aaliyah Nye.
Okay, yeah.
Aaliyah Nye. Shout out to
Hmm.
Aaliyah Nye. I haven't really seen much of Dominique Malonga yet. That's
Now,
surprising to me.
mm-mm. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. She hadn't been doing much.
But
Yeah,
maybe tomorrow, cause maybe tomorrow.
maybe we'll get starting off slow.
Yeah, cause
Maybe tomorrow
cause
we'll see something.
yeah, because they playing the Aces tomorrow.
Okay.
They got the
Yeah,
um
we got the Aces tomorrow.
yeah. So let me just run down quickly the schedule for tomorrow.
Okay.
Sun and the Dream. The Sun is at the Dream.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Sky at the Sparks.
Mm.
Then we got the Mystics at the Mercury.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Everything is like warming up
Oh,
as I'm on saying the game, and we close the
yeah.
evening out there with the Aces in going to Seattle.
Okay.
What you think about Sun and the Dream?
I got the Dream winning that one at Atlanta. The Sun. I don't think this is the game where they get a win. They got a win coming, but I don't think it'll be tomorrow. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
No, I don't think
But
it's gonna. I don't think it's
I don't.
coming either. Because
It
again,
won't come
Atlanta gonna
tomorrow.
have a
It's
chip on their
coming, but
shoulder. Atlanta gonna have a chip on their shoulder too from the other
yeah,
night because Atlanta
from the
really
other
should have
night,
won that
yeah,
game.
yeah, they're gonna come in there with a chip from the other night. Atlanta. Let me see. Uh, yeah, they're gonna come in there with a chip on their shoulder from the other night. I feel you on that.
Yeah. Now the Sparks.
Uh,
I'm looking for the Sparks to beat the Sky tomorrow.
Sparks over Sky tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hold
Even
on, let me
though
see something.
even though the Sparks 1-3 right now, and they do got some injuries, um, the Sparks have been balling. Kelsey Plum Dog has been electric. Plum Dog has been
Oh,
electric.
Chicago Sparks. Yeah, even with I got the Sparks. I got the Sparks. Oh yeah, you know I got the Sparks in
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah, let me see the injury report. Let me see if Verkia is on off.
Even if Rakia ain't in it, I got the Sparks going away with this game. Hey, hey, I'm about to be on my early overreaction line.
Oh, what's your
And I'm about
overreaction?
to, oh, you know where I'm headed. Because the reports are coming out. As we speak, the reports are coming out.
What?
You ready for this?
Yeah, hit me with it. Hit me with it. Pause.
Okay. Uh body language. What's this guy, Taylor Marsh?
Yeah, Tyler Marsh. Yeah.
Tyler Marsh. Get it together. They fired with whatever, whether they fired it or it was one of these, Weatherspoon gone, and the word is it's a little bit of bumping, but Cardosa and Reese, a little bit of head bumping going on. That's not good.
Nah, that's not good at
Yep.
all.
This is
Dang,
this
man. They was
is
man, dog, man, boy,
there's some head bumping.
crazy.
There's some body language problems. I'm reading some
Man, boy,
articles. I'm seeing some clips.
like C now
Body
said.
languages.
Like C now said, it was
And I'm
all
only
good
bringing
just a
that
week
up
ago.
because it was all good just a week ago. I'm bringing that up because you got to go to LA tomorrow. So whatever problems, yeah, you got to put that aside and get ready to get to work
Hold on. Okay,
because you're
hold
going.
on. What are you seeing? Because Angel and Camilla like was best of friends.
I'm seeing some body language. I'm seeing some. I don't want to offend the Angel Reese fans.
Go ahead, man. Hey,
I love y'all. Okay. I love y'all. But you can't go 0 for 8.
no, you can't.
That's not gonna get it done. If you 0 for 5, okay, you 0 for 5, and then you take the last 3 shots, okay, and then you missed them all, you got that offensive rebound, okay. Cardosa's over there like I need some shots. I need some of that action. Uh there's a cut where Cardoso's just shaking her head and walking away. It's a bad look. If I had eventually I'm gonna send you this link. I want you to see it, man. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna like it. Yeah, any sports fan not like it because it shows a disconnect because they were tight.
Right.
I wanted it to be like this. Cardoso, Reese, Van Lith. I think you could build around those three.
Yeah, you can.
I do. I think you could build around those three players. Okay. You get you some 3-and-Ds and you own to stay all young, but you got to
But, but, but
you've
bruh,
got to I don't know, man.
but
You
bruh,
got to be able to get them egos got to meet. You
but,
got to be able to manage the
but,
egos.
but bruh, I've been kind of critical on.
It's a coaching thing, man.
Right, yeah, you
What
say
you think?
coaching or culture. Did you say
A little of
coach?
both, actually. A little of both,
Because
actually.
I've been critical on some of the decisions Tyler has made since the season started. Now they only played. Now, granted, they have
It's
only
early. I
played
get
two
it.
games because they like with scheduling. They have only played half of the games that most of the rest of the league
Most of the
played.
play, yeah.
So
We
that's
didn't
why
get no
I'm not
preseason
right. That's why I'm not panicking just yet. Because
just yet. Okay.
now, if they was 0 and
If they
4,
lose by 30 tomorrow,
but I gotta see because Haley Van Lift's minutes, I'm not getting like, okay, let's take when they play New York. And Camilla
they
didn't
did play
play
New
that
York.
good either. Camilla didn't play that good either. All right, I'm just
Exactly.
yeah, she missed some layups. They were both missing
Yeah.
layups. And I was like, yo, what's
They were
going
both
on?
missing layups. Yeah.
Now let me just go through the stat line. Of course, Angel Reese was 0 for 8.
This
Um,
is the other last day. Okay.
um, Camilla was 3 for 8.
3 for 8.
Um, Kia Nurse was 1 for 5.
Ah, ouch.
Area Atkins was 2 for 8. See, and that's we started to show out with about the inconsistency on the shooting on people who we know can shoot.
Can shoot. Yeah. Yeah. You're
Um,
right.
then Michaela Onyewear was 1 for 4. Um,
1 for 4.
Haley Van Lift was 0 for 4
0 for 4. Yeah.
and playing 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Shoot Chicago
Yeah.
shooting because these are players who we know can shoot.
Yeah.
The offense came from Banner Salute and Banner
And Bantam. Yeah.
and
Bantam can
Allen
shoot.
and Rebecca Allen.
And Rebecca Allen. She's a
That's
veteran. I
it.
like
That's
Rebecca
all the
Allen.
offense. Now, if Angel Reese was on and Cardozo was on, we'd probably be having a different story or whatever. But look,
He a nurse.
Kia Nurse was on.
Yeah. Ariel Atkins, we know she can shoot it better than this. They're gonna have to turn this around, man.
They
I
got
know they're gonna have to turn this around, man. And even though I know, yeah, Ariel Atkins can shoot, ah, is she gonna just is she gonna be able to create her own shot? I don't see anybody out there. I see some problems for this team. I'm giving
that's
some. I
why,
know I'm giving some early takes,
and you
but
know
I'm gonna
what?
need.
And that's why I said to set the tone for the game. I would I think Haley Van Lift and Courtney Vandersloot need to be put in the starting lineup.
Start together.
They need to start together.
I can see Haley Van Lift start. No, I like Kia Nurse, but I mean, she ain't
She's
like I
more
don't
spot
know.
up. She's more spot up. She can't create her own shot.
Right. Let her come in off that bench and be a microwave and get Haley Van Lift in that starting line. I'm looking at the
Or
starting now.
or we do Haley Van. No, see, I see me Courtney Vandersloot coming off the bench. I'm not going there. That's why I say
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
right.
I wouldn't go
That's why I
there.
say Courtney Vandersloot at the 1, Haley Van Lith at the 2. I put Bantam at 3,
Oh, okay.
or
That's a
Ariel
shakeup.
Atkins at 3, or Ariel Atkins at 3.
Right. I don't want to take Ariel Atkins out that starting
Nah.
lineup
Yeah, I
just yet.
wouldn't either. I have Ariel Atkins at the 3, and
But
then
I need Kia Nurse out of that starting lineup for right. That's to
right.
try.
I need Kia Nurse coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I need Kia Nurse coming
Yeah.
off the bench because Ariel Atkins, she can create her own shot.
She needs to be allowed to do a little more to create her own shot.
Yeah.
You know, I see the shot volume is very mixed and very spread out. Nobody took a ton of shots. Only Courtney Vandersloot's the only one who did shots. And I get it, they played the Liberty, but
Man, I don't care if they
second
playing.
quarter, they had 9 points in the second quarter.
See,
They had a total of 9 points in the second quarter total. Every other quarter was competitive. So I don't know what happened in that
bro.
second quarter of that game, but
Look, I'm not. I'm not. We can't accept no more victories because look, they shot 36% from the field to
mm,
New York's 55.
mm, wow, wow,
40% from
yeah,
three.
that's
40% from three to New York's
okay.
55.
Yeah,
Turnovers. Let's get to turnovers.
turnover. Oh yeah,
Oh
turnover.
well, well, New York turned the ball
Not
over.
too bad. I
Well,
mean, they
yeah.
are
So
bad, but
okay, we can't go there. We can't go there.
New York had a lot too.
We can't go there.
Can't go there.
It's just the shots.
The shooting percentage, yeah.
It's just the
The
shots and
shots
free throws
just
and
and
free
free throw,
throws.
yeah.
You shot 52% from the charity strike
Right.
to 94%.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
that'll do it right there. Yeah, that's
That's
bad.
it. That's it. That's it. They hit all their shots from the 2, the 3, and the free.
Mm,
They hit them all.
they hit them.
They hit
And it's
and
again,
right. And with the players that Chicago got, this is unacceptable.
this is unacceptable. Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all I'm saying. This is they got better players than this.
Or like my drill sergeant in the told me in the military, you know what I'm saying? That's a piss poor performance.
His poor performance. That's it. The three
Piss poor
P.
performance. Pause.
Hey, here go the game. Here go the prime time. Washington versus Phoenix.
Yeah, now that's
That's
the game.
probably the one I want to see the most.
Oh, I'm being front. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm being front of TV for all of them. But that one and the last game is definitely,
Vegas versus Seattle. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Sun
That's gonna be a
Dream,
war. That's gonna be a
yeah,
war.
right, yeah. Sun Dream, that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Sky Sparks, it's a
Yeah.
foregone
We'll see.
conclusion. Han, Derek and Hamby, Kelsey Plum.
Ooh.
You,
Oh,
we ain't gotta say no more. Chicago
I'm
ground,
just saying.
Chicago ground. I just need y'all to just give me a good showing.
Right. Be competitive and
Yeah,
don't
just
let
be
the body
competitive,
language.
man.
It's the body language and the competitiveness is lacking. A lot of that is leadership. And that's basically where I'm going there. I need it to be more competitive. To get blown out by 20, 25, 30, people gonna start getting nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, but
People gonna start getting nervous.
Mystic Mercury, yes, sir.
I like that game. Yep. I like that game. Those are my two big surprises, basically, beside Golden State. And man,
I'm gonna pick the
AT
Mystics.
them cooking. I got AT. I'm gonna have to go AT
I'm
on
I'm at, hey,
this.
I'm
I'm going
gonna
side
go
two
with
and
the
AT.
Mystics. I'm gonna go with
Okay,
the
that's
Mystics.
yep. Yep.
I'm gonna go
I
with the
got you.
Mystics. I think Brittany Sykes is gonna go for like 30.
She's going to drop 30. And then yep, she could do it. She could do it, man. That's gonna be an interesting game, man. I gotta say it. AT, I got that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with AT now, but I get it because the Mystics is playing some ball right now.
yeah. And again, I didn't see. um the Mercury being able to do what they're doing right now. And then
It
without Kayleigh Copper, and they
without
balling
Khalid
without
Copper,
Kayleigh.
yeah, sure did. That's crazy. I just, I don't know what to tell you. They really Satu was cooking the other night. I was watching. I was just like, she was dominating everywhere. She got the three ball. She can go inside. She got the mid range game. She played defense. She can pass it. I mean, she was just on fire, man. AT was just a monster. You know how she do.
Yeah,
She
and
can help you all kind of ways.
and
What you think about the Aces going to Seattle?
Asia Wilson's on top, top.
Ooh,
Can't take her spot.
hey,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm amped for
Ooh,
this
she gonna
game,
drop
man.
by
I'm amped.
35.
I'm really amped. Jew Lord going back to the
Hey,
old stomping ground.
you right.
It's gonna be chippy. I
That's
can
gonna be
tell it's gonna
chippy,
be
but
a
that's
chippy
gonna be a
game.
war.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a war.
Skylar, you know Skylar gonna be hot. Skylar ain't taking no mess from nobody. And
I'm, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to go with the Aces by like
yeah,
7. Aces by
Aces
like
by about
7.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, Aces by like 7.
Oh yeah. That's a
By
good
like
pick.
7.
That's a good pick.
I can say, but again, we don't know what's gonna happen inside Seattle, man. We don't know what's
Mm.
gonna happen. I don't.
It's like, are we gonna get the good Seattle or the bad Seattle? You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen
No,
them both already this year.
I want to see. I want to see what Dominique Malonga do against Asia Wilson. I want to see this.
If she gets some doggone minutes,
Yeah, I know. But see, this the thing. Um, if the Aces start, you know what I'm saying, doing what we know the Aces can do, you know, hey, because like I say, Asia had a light night the other night. You know, she ain't really had to do too much
yeah,
in that win. But again, I'm Chelsea Gray versus Skylar. I'm waiting on that. Um, Asia. I want to see who they're gonna put Asia on. They probably gonna
yeah.
be probably start Izzy off. Um,
Probably start, yeah,
Mac McGore.
yeah.
But I want to see this rookie phenom from France, Dominique Malonga. I haven't seen it. Where
I
you at?
can't tell.
Where
Right,
you at? You
right,
know, I
right.
want Jackie Young versus Gabby. I'm ready for all of that.
Oh yeah. Now
I'm ready
Gabby,
for all
yeah.
of that.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? NECA. You know what I'm saying?
And that, yeah,
Yeah. NECA versus probably
yeah,
Kia Stokes.
yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for all the smoke.
That's gonna be chippy. That's gonna be a battle.
But yeah, but again, Dominique Malonga, where you at? You know what I'm
Where
saying?
you at?
The spotlight on women's hoops is trying to see what's up. It's a big hype. Yeah, yeah. Rakia Jackson scared she getting get dunked on. Yo, come on. I was like, yo, I, I'm waiting on Seattle to release Dominique Malonga like the Kraken. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm waiting on it. Because I got kind of excited. You know, because Leo, we actually can actually see somebody actually get dunked on in real time in the game right now.
Yeah,
You know, and that's kind of like what some people have been waiting on. Um, Shout out to our homeboy, rest in peace, Dead Stock J, man.
for sure.
Um, and he was even to the day he passed, he was a proponent of lowering the rim to
Yeah.
9.5 feet.
Wow.
So, right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he was a proponent. He still said, "Hey, they need to lower the rim. I want to
Mm.
see somebody get dunked on."
Want to see
You know
him
what I'm
get
saying?
dunked on? Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, and I was like, nah, Jay, they need to keep it at 10, man. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, it's a beautiful game the way it is. Nah,
Yeah.
man, you want to see Asia Wilson put her coochie in somebody's face. And I was like, you
Yeah.
right, but
Right.
nah.
It just it was just you. It's such a just complete overhaul, man. That's a tough one.
Right.
That's a tough one, man. Because if you're gonna do that, then you gotta drop them in college, drop them in high school. I'm talking about drop it
Right,
across the
right,
board. It's
exactly,
almost like a different
right.
gym.
It's
You
too right.
gotta
It's too late. It's too
because you're
late to
going to
game.
keep going down. Right, it's too late. It's
Just
just
like
not a part of the game. Dunking is
right,
just not a part of the game like that.
right. That just and plus we had to make we had to make and my and this was like because this platform I'm just let America know this we were supposed to air last year, but because he
Mm,
was such an integral part and his death, what I'm saying, took a lot out of me, a lot out of a brother, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like I say, and this is a mutual friend of both of us, and
Yes.
and bringing you on, Juice, it's been therapeutic for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I do want to thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? Brother to brother. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no problem,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thank
But
you, brother.
but yeah, me and my pop had a discussion just the other day, and he was
Yeah.
like, um why can't they use the man basketball? I was like, nah, Pop, nah, you
Uh,
tripping, Pop. They
oh,
start
it's a
off in
smaller
it
back. Right.
always a woman. They come up using.
Oh, yeah.
I know you start off probably using a male basketball starting off, and then you get introduced to the female ball um
Yeah.
in organized play. But I'm like,
Yeah.
Pop, now you're gonna have to. Now we reinventing the wheel. When you
Yeah.
do that.
You don't want to reinvent everything, just a complete overhaul of everything. That's
Right,
just not going to work.
right. And then, you gotta look at the statistics of how many men can dunk versus men who can dunk,
Thank you.
So, there's a lot of men that can't dunk.
Came down. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In school, I
A
had
lot
height,
of men
but
in the
I
league
couldn't
that
dunk.
can't dunk.
I could go up, I could grab that rim,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't get the ball.
Over that thing. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
But they
but
need
back
to
to
unleash.
Malonga. Yeah, back to
Yeah,
Dominique
unleash
Malonga.
Malonga.
When is y'all gonna release Dominique Malonga? I want to
Release the
see.
Kraken.
Yeah, yeah. When you gonna release the Kraken?
Mm-hmm.
How many minutes has Dominique Malonga played so far, man? Let me see. Yeah, they played the Mercury last week. She played. No, no, I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me go. Did they play? Did she play at all? Hold on. Box. Let me see.
Mm.
No, no. Okay, no. I'm tripping. Yeah, they only 3 games in. I'm tripping. I'm all in preseason, and she was still in France. Um, yeah. Dominique Malonga. She played 5 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah, she played 5 minutes last game. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, 5 minutes the last game, and then in Dallas, 1 minute. So they probably working her in. She's probably getting used to the American game and all like that. She is coming from France,
Yeah.
so I'm maybe she might get some more minutes because you're going against the aces. Noelle Quinn is gonna have to hit that bench.
Mm.
She's gonna have to use depth.
You're gonna have to use depth regardless.
Yeah, she's gonna have to use
Yeah.
depth against the aces.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna have to use depth against the aces. This ain't Chicago ground. You know.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But but right now, man, I'm liking where everything is going,
Oh
and
yeah.
and I keep bringing the Dallas Wings up because I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy. That was a team you were high on, and I'm talking more about the Wings than you
I
were.
was high on them, man.
Hey, come
Yeah,
on,
I
man.
was high on them.
Come on. Tierra McCowan. In her 15 minutes, she was 4 for 7 for 10 points, 9 boards, yo.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I know I've seen her drop 20 and 10 before. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I have
saying?
too. I have too.
Uh and easy too. So when I see her getting 5 minutes, I'm thinking either she don't like the coach don't like her, something is going on. There's no reason why she should, even if she like she how many minutes they said she played with this
Well,
10 points and
yeah,
that?
yeah. The last game she played 15 minutes,
15
a
minutes.
quarter and a
Okay.
half, basically a
Quarter
quarter
and a
and a
half.
half.
Listen, who this Dallas is gonna have to find a way to get her, coach her up, figure it out, get her some looks. She's 6'7". Okay. You can't teach that. Get her in the game and get that chemistry going with Paige and Agumbale. I like Tierra McCowan, but again, I'm very hard. I'm gonna be harshly critical with these coaches that can't get their players' heads in the game. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? That's your job.
we gotta be critical because it's right now is 8 new coaches. All right, 8 new
Yeah,
coaches, and the eyes is on them. The eyes is on them
their
right
eyes is
now.
on.
The eyes is
This
on
is
them right
your
now. Now,
job.
okay,
You're
let
the
me ask you
leader
this.
of women.
Let me ask you this. Melissa Smith on one hand and McCowan on the other.
I'm going McCowan. If McCowan's on her game, I'm going McCowan. And I like Melissa Smith. Again, I've always been I've seen it now. I saw what happened in Connecticut. Okay. I'm looking at this Dallas team and I'm already remember when because my high stopped. My high went the other way when I saw the thing about with the Dallas general manager's comments
Mm-hmm.
that leaked
Oh yeah,
out what
about
he
the
said
Dejanay
about Melissa
Carrington.
and Dejanay.
Yeah, the package deal. Let me just say the
The
package
package deal,
deal.
I don't like that. That's not good for chemistry to me, in my opinion. It didn't work in Connecticut. They blew that team up. We can't, you can't be dating. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. If y'all are dating and you on the same team and you starting,
With
I'm Tierra
your
McCowan.
significant other. Yeah, and you starting with
And
your
it's
significant other.
even if it ain't a thing, it's gonna be made into a thing. It's just gonna be a thing. So when I look at Tierra McCowan, I'm gonna be skeptical, and the first thing that come to my mind is, well, damn, do the higher ups want Alyssa to get the minutes so she could play with her girlfriend at the expense of Tierra McCowan's development? I don't know.
Well, okay.
Well, that's not a thing,
Well,
da da da.
to,
But
to Kaklannis's defense,
yeah,
okay, against Seattle,
yeah,
Melissa Smith played 18 minutes.
18 minutes. That ain't a lot.
That ain't a
Yeah,
lot.
that ain't a
McCowan
lot.
played 15,
15, okay.
and the other
What?
minutes came, I guess, with on Charles.
Tina Charles, yeah.
No, not Tina Charles. No, not Tina.
Not Tina Charles.
I forgot the girl, the lady's first name.
Which one?
With Dallas. Kayla Charles. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Kayla Charles. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
Kayla
Kayla
Charles.
Charles.
Yeah, Kayla Charles.
Well, shit. How many minutes she played?
7.
Nope. See, that right there, man. Again, I'm not in that locker room. I don't know who Tierra McCowan done pissed off.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Um, from what I'm hearing, there is a lot of focus on getting her involved early, and getting her going because she is a very integral part of what Dallas does. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think that she pissed anybody off or because
Last year she was starting. This year she ain't.
yeah, I know that looks funny. Optics, yeah, that looks funny.
Make
Because
that
again,
make sense to
when
me.
I seen Alyssa Smith doing the tip,
And this year she ain't, and they 0-4
yeah, when I seen Alyssa Smith doing the tip, that doesn't look right to me. That does not look right to me at all.
doing the tip. Was she about 6'4", which ain't short. I get it. That ain't short. That these teams, the ones that we listen. Here's the thing.
6'4", yeah,
Cause
she's
see,
6'4", yeah, 6'4".
she's 6'4". That she ain't little. She ain't no little girl. I get with that. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't 6'7" or walking 20 and 10 every night, fresh out
No,
of Mississippi State.
no,
You know, hey, listen, I've been following Tierra McCoy. She was starting last year. It
yeah,
was inconsistent last year.
yeah.
It was inconsistent. But now we got this new coach. We got this new lineup. And I'm going to always rock with Dejanay. You know, hey, listen, Dejanay plays hard every night, night in, night out.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't a Dejanay thing, but it is a Nelissa Smith thing. Now, Nelissa Smith got moved out of Indiana because she was soft. Not a personal soft, but just on the court. Aaliyah Boston has developed. I think she done got that toughness up, and Alyssa Smith need to get hers up, man. She need to get it up now, because again, we're not ready to break the glass yet. But at 0-5, do you break it? At 0-6, 0-7, you better get that O up out of there. When we start breaking some glass around here.
Well, I think, right now it's a race to see who's gonna break the glass first. That's all I'm saying. Like
Wait, let me say this. Thursday night, Dallas versus Chicago. Somebody gonna get a dub.
Chicago gonna get the dub. The Chicago ground is gonna get a dub. They're
They
gonna go
better
from that
get a
red
dub.
clay. Yo, my nigga. Hey, Chicago is gonna go from that red dirt that you can't grow nothing on to maybe some brown dirt.
A little brown, okay.
Right. They're gonna
Get
go to
it, maybe at
brown dirt.
least get it brown.
Yeah, right.
I
Then
want to
they're gonna
see.
roll out some more wins. But right now,
This is going
right now, the key
Dallas
takeaways.
at Chicago. That's a sky victory. Dallas at Chicago.
I'm not.
If that ain't a
I can't
sky,
call them the Chicago Sky yet. The
yeah,
Chicago
okay.
ground is
Chicago
gonna get
ground.
them. They're gonna get a dub. They're gonna get a dub.
They're
They
gonna get a
gotta roll
dub.
off 5 wins before I can start calling them the Sky.
Okay, you got to roll 5 off, man. It could
They
be
they gotta
done.
give me 5 wins before I can call them the Sky again. Until then, they the
Oh,
Chicago ground.
the Chicago ground.
They the Chicago ground.
Oh, oh,
Right
oh,
now,
oh.
right now they that stuff that God said He took and made man with. That's what
Oh,
they
yeah,
is
the
right now.
dark mud. Okay, yeah.
That's what they is right now.
Oh man, he
They
said they
got to give
got
me
that thing
five
out the
wins.
mud.
Cause look, I can't. I said I gave how many wins I'm giving the Valkyries the whole year.
15. Yep, you gave
I
them
said I gave
15.
them 15 wins the whole year as an expansion team, and they already
Yep,
gave me 2.
sure did.
And
They
the
doing
Sky ain't
they
gave me
playing
jack.
hard, man. We did say they was gonna play hard. They
Yeah,
play a
we said they're
gritty,
gonna play
hard
hard,
type
play
of
scrappy.
basketball. Yep,
So
yep, very scrappy.
so right now the key takeaways is right now the Chicago Sky has been
Guys,
renamed the Chicago Ground.
until
America,
further notice.
America, we need to do better. These is women
Okay,
that's
yeah,
out there playing professional ball. The racial crap. It ain't no room for it.
no room for
It
that.
ain't no room
Get that
for it,
out of
man.
here.
Leave it
Yep.
at home. Leave it at
Even
home.
at home, right? Even at home.
We
Get
got
that
some.
out.
We got some hellified rookies that's balling right now.
Oh, the rookie watch. Yeah. The Roy
We got
watch.
rookies that's balling, and that's about it, man.
Okay.
Hey, you got anything you want to close with, Juice?
Hey man, that pretty much closed it out very well for me. The Roy watch is on. I think my game of the week is Thursday night, Dallas at Chicago. It's on Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. I will be on that. I want to see if we don't if the neither one of those teams got a dub by then. I'm really gonna be excited about that game to see who wins that game. But yeah, man, the racist stuff has got to stop. I get it. We dealing with a lot in the country and all that kind of stuff, but keep that out the gymnasium, man. We playing ball in here. You know, you can make noise and all that kind of stuff when people at the free throw line, but let's not call people names. Don't nobody need to be called no monkey, none of that kind of stuff. Like you say, would you want people to be calling your mama and your grandmama a monkey? If not, then guess what? You don't need to be doing it either.
Facts,
And that's
facts,
my takeaway, man.
facts. And yo, man, hey, um, I had one more point. Um,
Yeah.
that I can't remember what it was, but
Oh
yeah,
man.
it's all good. But yeah, everybody tune in, follow us, like and subscribe. Spotlight on Women Hoops on all social media, and we out.
Peace.